Hey guys, it's me, Little Sunshine, coming with you for November 2016's Terrascopes. We are on our water signs. You are my last but not least, my my wishy-washy, emotional, beautiful signs. Not wishy-washy. It sounds so peanuts. Came to you with this nice blue backdrop. We have Chechen Itza. He's here to co-host with me. But yeah, we're finishing up, but getting started all at the same time, right? So we're gonna jump right in, guys. We will start our water signs off with one of my favorite, Cancer. We're gonna go right into you. We have Cancer's card here, Chetch, so what are you feeling? For me, guys, I'm feeling like we have this guy um, pontooning away from something. He's got woman and child here with the swords in his boat. The woman, fully covered. Um, Here, escaping a little is what it feels like. Um, you're getting away from the bad. You're getting away from negativity. You're getting away from something that was pulling you down. Maybe you're quitting something. You're quitting something that brought you down, or leaving a person behind that no longer suits your best and highest vibration. Um, However, the bigger part of this, kind of like the star, Taurus got star this month, as well as Pisces coming up, another kind of star card. I thought you hadn't the star. Um, but it's kind of about seeing in the distance where you want to go. And for me, guys, I'm just gonna put that right up there. I don't know if you can see my cool little painting from Mackinac City that I got. Um, but for me, guys, it's about, you have this, immigration kind of feeling to it. Like he's escaping where he doesn't want to be. He's going towards the dreamland, the promised land. And uh, it's about setting your sights on where you want to be, who you want to be, and going towards it. So you can't let anybody stop you. We know that, Church. We gotta go sometimes. And it's hard to leave old habits or people behind, and sometimes it's a necessity to keep your life moving on in the right direction too. There's countless times I've been guided where even just when I moved back to Michigan, it was just kind of like this different environment it took me to, and I curse it sometimes because I missed my California life so much, but also it was like this blessing in disguise sort of thing where, I thought I was in paradise, and then getting out of the environment and kind of like regrounding myself, I was able to find this whole other, rediscover my family, rediscover a place that I knew from childhood and that I loved, and I found a renewed love for it. So, Cancer, I'm feeling like it's a very optimistic card for you. It's very, you're set in the right direction. You are headed towards it. You got your eye on the prize, and you know where you're going, most of all. 'Cause sometimes when we're floating around, you could just be floating and, no direction, no hope, no where is this even going to go, but it's all getting better. The consciousness of the world is raising, your consciousness is raising, we all keep just moving and shaking along, and we're all growing and, adapting and evolving as, a spiritual being along this path. So, with that, guys, I just wish all my Cancers the best, November that you can have, and keep on heading towards it. And, while you're on that boat, take the time to rediscover yourself, re-examine, do what you gotta do, and keep your eye in that right direction. You know what you're doing at the end of the day is good for you, even if it's harder or you just keep thinking about the past of what, you're kind of sailing away from there. Let it go and you know, keep moving forward. So with that, Cancers, thank you very much. We're going to keep on rowing forward here, rowing forward on our little boat, right into Scorpios. So Scorpios, it's funny, I can just look at the card and know who it was for and the message that we wrote. You guys got a funny story. I was in my local crystal store and I found some cards that I absolutely fell in love with. I just loved the artist. Oh, I never showed the box at the end of the last video, but loved the artist, loved the cards. They spoke to me, and I've just been getting great readings. I got to do my sister and kind of my niece and nephew and my boyfriend's read over the weekend, and my own, and it's all kind of been spot on, and I've just loved the depictions of each card. Everything that they kind of represent, because they, you know, they even look different than my other cards, and like I'm like, wow, this kind of has like a different meaning that I you know, intuitively thought something else, and now I'm like more guided to say it this way. And that's what's funny about the tarot, you know, we keep unlocking new messages, and you know, I could have gotten this card before and like been guided to say one thing, and now it's kind of more about another. Bye, Chachi. He's going to clock out. I've had him long enough. But anyway, Scorpios, we are here for your month of November, or whenever your eyes are landing on this message. It was reversed, which reversed we have, I'll show it to you right side up first, because I love this dude. He is very cool. I mean, you got your heart on your little cup there, a little skeleton guy dangling from your finger. It was upside down, but this guy in general, the Page of Cups, he kind of, you know, is this more immature. You know, you can kind of see he's got his little toy or whatever, and it's gonna be, this isn't you anymore, Scorpio. You can get rid of your immaturity, but this is gonna be somebody popping up in your life, kind of reminding you of this immaturity, it's gonna kind of bug you at first. You're gonna be a little annoyed, but I think, well, especially now after, you know, watching this and knowing that this person was gonna pop into your life, you're gonna be able to like see through their eyes again. You can remember the time when you were 20 or whenever, an age that's younger than you, and you can look at them and you say like, oh, I remember like being like that, and you can experience what they're going through. So like what their turmoil feels like, you know, isn't really turmoil for you. You're like, oh, that's just this, and like it's easy. Like you're like, I've already learned those lessons. I've already done that. That's, you know, an easy lesson to learn. But when you get to, you know, you will feel kind of like standoffish towards this person or withdrawn from the whole situation. But then it'll kind of flood over you. There'll be a reminder for you that, for your tolerance, that your tolerance of people. Because I can't tell you, I mean, we've all been so many different versions of people throughout our lives, that you can't help but, I mean, get to a point where you can have some sort of compassion for everybody. And we're all, you can see where they're all shaped from their environment and all that good stuff. I won't get too psychological on it, but again, so your obstacle to kind of overcome will be, you know, you'll want to push this person away at first, not be as compassionate as we could be. We'll flip it over and we'll enjoy that person. They're going to be a great reminder for us, a life lesson of to be childish, to be carefree, and to serve as a reminder, because most of all, they're going to bring up a lesson that maybe you haven't learned fully, or maybe it's a little bit of forgiving that you need to forgive that past version of yourself, you know? Okay, so you see this person that comes into your life and say, you know, they are a Facebook addict. And you're like, oh my god, they just keep posting and taking selfies and they're so egotistical, and like you have all these judgments of them at first, but then maybe you can remember a time where you also shared the same. Or maybe you didn't, maybe you're a little still standoffish, but let this person bring a lesson to you. Let them enlighten your world a little bit, that, you've mirrored their qualities in one aspect or another, because we all reflect each other. And forgive that part of you. If for some reason, you kind of like shun the idea of being egotistical, but we all have that ego part in us, and we let it die down more and more as we grow. But we can look at this page, we can look at him, and we can love him for who he is and how he reflects who we really are. So I hope you got a meaning out of this. For all of them, guys, we're gonna put you diagonal. You're not upside down, you're not right side up. You're diagonal. But for all of them, I used to jump around to different tarot readings. Maybe you do this, and I've gotten like the same ones where I like, ooh, I got the same card from that tarot reader and that tarot reader. But take this, watch somebody else's video too, for either of you guys, Cancer and Scorpio. If you can go and take this forward, if you feel drawn to another video or see a reader in your area, go and take it. But remember, take all this and keep living your life. You don't have to go out searching for this person now. Like, maybe it'll be at the tail end of November, or they just spring up and I'm like, oh yeah, there it is. So anyway, take it. Much blessings to you if you're staying for the whole video. If not, we are jumping into our final guy at 12:13. I'm trying to remember the time so I can write them down for you guys, so you can just jump in on your time. It'll be in the description below and for future videos, just so if you're like me, you want to jump to your own sign, or you can watch the whole thing and get all your friends' taroscopes too. So, dun, 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 Pisces, here we are with, if you didn't previously just watch, I got a new tarot deck. It's very exciting. It's very colorful, it's very artsy. It's called the Phantomagoric Theater Tarot. I want to give props to them because I'm loving their illustrations and drawings. I picked it up at my local crystal store, Boston Tea Room here in Ferndale. I'll give a shout out to them too. Also, one last shout out, pick up your copy of Gay Entertainment Directory, the magazine that I write all these taroscopes for in Los Angeles area and the surrounding areas. Anyway, guys, to finish up you guys' passes, we did get the beautiful sun. It was reversed, but I mean, there's no reversing a sun. Look at this guy. He's awesome. He can look up, he can look down. It was just a little bit of, it's this younger kind of sun, I feel. You're springing up over your village and you have a message that you'd like to share with them. So because you were reversed, I've kind of interpreted it as what you're going to struggle with most this month is getting your message clearly portrayed. But I feel like you're going to find it easier to communicate the actual message, just who you're speaking with. Like, if it's falling on deaf ears sort of thing, go and talk to somebody else. Don't let I wrote this in the actual horse, don't let any moon get in your way. You are bright and shiny and bigger than the moon, and you can shine on, your wisdom, and not let one little negative, moon get in your way. It's the size of my pinky nail, and you're this big ass sun. And you're gonna keep shining your bright light. But, it can feel like this when, a moon shines in front of you. and you're just closed off and you don't feel like anybody wants to hear you or listen to you or respect you or cares, and really there's this whole world below you that wants to hear your message and sharing your joy and your love. Because Pisces, you can bring it. You bring the love, you bring happiness into a ton of people's lives, and with your goofy eyes and your goofy smile, you're gonna bring this enlightenment. It's a message that the world needs to hear. And your biggest obstacle, again, since you'll be upside down, is you don't want your, all this energy that you put forth to just go to waste, falls to your side, sort of thing, and get out of that negativity of the shadow of the moon, anything like that. You want to live in the light this month. I'm putting your right side up, right over here, knocking my whole picture down, it seems like, but yeah, with all of Terrascopes this month, we had a lot of watery signs, we had a lot of alone signs, we've had a lot of cups, we had a lot of the sun and the star, which is pretty much the same thing. The sun is a star, but overall, just keep shining, keep taking that message. And the sun is, I think of the sun as being so full of endurance that it'll keep shining. It doesn't care who's soaking up your beautiful sun rays. You just keep shining anyway. You keep glowing. You keep it on. You're doing a great job. You're sharing that light in your, blissful, joyous state, and you wanna just share it with the world. Share it to as many people in that community right below you in that sun as you can, because the consciousness we can keep raising with all of our awareness, and it's shifting for the good, I promise. So with that, guys, I'll leave you with that. Much love to everybody. I can't stress enough that I just love reading these for you, wherever you are, whoever you are. I hope you got something out of it. Whether it's the end of October, beginning of November, end of November, who knows what's going on. Hopefully this is a little bit of guidance for you, and again, take it, take it and mix it with other opinions, but most of all, it's your life. Create your life, co-create together, be beautiful together, and bold and bright, and love. If nobody's told you I love you, I love you.